Hello, welcome to my channel, A Piece of Gaia. My name is Lindsay, and today we are going to do a reading all about you. You are amazing. Let's see how, okay? Let's see how you're so freaking amazing. So first of all, we are going to have a door to walk through that you can choose from, and I'm also going to give you a dice of the zodiac sign that you can choose from as well. All right. How are those that are tuning into this reading today so amazing? Okay, here is the first door, second door, and third door. And for number 1, we have the sign of Capricorn. For number 2, we have the sign of Virgo. And for number 3, we have the sign of Pisces. All right, I will see you in your selected reading. Hello to those of you who chose this door here with Capricorn energy in this dice. We are going to see how you are so amazing, okay? So we're going to go ahead and set this off to the side for now, and we'll get to that. We'll get into an animal spirit energy first. How are those that selected group 1 so freaking amazing, animal spirits? Let me see. Let me see how they're amazing. Oh, okay. All right, so first we have the parrot spirit with watch your words. So far, I feel that you're very amazing because you always have the right things to say. You do watch your words, you watch what you say, you try not to go to the categories of the words that are going to hurt someone's feelings or gossip about someone. I also feel like number 9 here coming through with the Capricorn energy is showing me that you are a very hard worker, you are very diligent, and depending on what you do, you just put your heart and soul behind it, okay? And I also feel like you're amazing because you're a very colorful individual, okay? Whether this is the way you speak, you're very exaggerated with your words, you bring people in, I feel. They really like to hear what you have to say. You make a story worth listening to, I hear. Okay. All right. What is another animal spirit? All right. So the dove spirit. People also think you're amazing, and your spirit team thinks you're amazing because you try to keep the peace, okay? I feel like you are also a very creative individual, and there is an energy that if you could have an award for being a peaceful person who kept the peace with their words, it would go to you. That's how amazing you are. And I also feel like you're just somebody who, with these bird spirits, it's like you see things from a higher perspective. You see the bigger picture in life. I'm also hearing with the white energy of this dove that you're really good at being able to switch off and go into a new situation. You're also very pure energy. You have just this very light-hearted, pure energy to you, and that's why you're so amazing. Wow, another bird spirit. So we have 26 with the flamingo, embrace the in-between. Yeah, I also feel like you're so amazing because you don't let change get the best of you. I feel like whatever stage you are in, you embrace that energy. Okay, so also I feel like you are amazing because you probably have this way about you that is just very elegant, and you dress very well. I feel like with all these bird spirits so far, you really know how to put on a show. You really know, and also I'm hearing that you're amazing because you are a very good partner. You're good, or if you don't have a partner, you would make a really good partner. And I hear that, like, because birds to me, they symbolize this energy of connection with one another. Because if you really look at the way that birds do relationships, I mean, some birds have long-term relationships, some birds have seasonal relationships, but really what it is they treat each other with so much respect, and they choose their roles, and they do their best. They even learn from their mistakes. Like birds that make nests, and they make beautiful, intricate nests, and they constantly are learning from those, making those nests. Also see with the macaw spirit coming through that there's just this way that you have with words that you take them and you make them into something else. Like I feel like you listen wisely, and like you are able to be somebody who knows how to memorize a lot of words that can benefit you in life. I also feel with the flamingo spirit, there may be something about you that's amazing because you have a lot of balance in your life. There's something about you, how you have a good balance between the way that you do things. Maybe your work life and your home life balance is very good. And that's why another thing that I was picking up with relationships, like you're good at your friendships, you're good at your relationships. And I also feel like you're so amazing because you like to take joy in the beautiful parts of life, like celebrating things. Because birds sometimes they all come together and they celebrate at a certain point of the year, and they'll flock to certain occasions. So another thing that's amazing about you is I don't know what season of your life you're in, but you probably might become somebody who likes to seasonally travel, and you make a lot of friendships wherever you go, and that's beautiful. Let's get one more. One wants to come out. Oh my goodness. The hawk spirit. So number 32, let spirit be your guide. So that's another thing that's amazing about you, is you really listen to wise wisdom, okay? And it's just, I mean, this deck has a lot more animals that are not birds, so that's just amazing to me. I also feel like you may be an air sign. I mean, you did pick Capricorn, but one of your other placements, I don't know, you might not be a Capricorn. There's only 3 choices, so it was kind of limited. But I do feel like maybe you are an air sign, or an air sign is a person who you flock to, or who you like to be around. And it's crazy because this is just so many birds here want to come through. I also feel like you are some kind of a messenger for people. Like the way that you speak is just so good that people want to hear what you have to say. And so there's lots of messages that you might bring to people, and you do it in a positive, peaceful way. And maybe you also are someone who helps other people embrace their own wisdom as far as being guided, or you help people embrace the in-between stages in life, okay? That's so nice. All right, let's get some mudras here. So what is another way that those that selected group 1 are so amazing? Okay. All right, equanimity, smile. You have an amazing smile. Higher meaning, be profound. Yes, you're very meaningful. You have a lot of meaning to what you say in your words. Like I just felt you're someone who people really like to celebrate with, because you just have such a radiant energy to you. And there's that balance. Oh my goodness, that's so crazy. So yeah, balance, well poised. Yes, you might even be a Libra in one of your 3 major signs. And then we have here, stop, stay a while, and enjoy. So yeah, and then with these blue cards, yeah, definitely you use your words very wisely. I feel like you listen to your intuition and you speak from the heart. You can really see the joy in your smile. You know, it really is open-hearted energy. Like, it really draws people in. People just want to be around you, okay? And I also feel like you're definitely somebody who is able to enjoy a moment and just be in the moment, and that's so nice. So beautiful. Yeah. You might even have very beautiful eyes, I'm hearing, because this is, I think, got iris. Yeah, you might have beautiful eyes. Very nice. Yeah, there might be also something about your eyes, because birds, you know, they have their way their eye expands and contracts when they're around something that they like or they don't like. Like, it does this movement in and out if you've ever been around a bird like that. But like, especially parrots, they will, if you get up close next to a parrot and you talk to them real sweetly, and you could tell whether they like you or not because their eye will expand and contract. And I feel like there's just something about the way, the life in your eyes, that people see you and they really want to come in towards you. They want more of your energy. All right. For this deck, how is those that selected group 1 amazing? How are they so amazing? Okay. Dahirana, Saraswati, and Bhakti. Okay. So in Dahirana, I really feel like you are somebody who really focuses in and you give someone the attention that they deserve. You're very present with people and people love this about you. Okay, you are just amazing because of this. And in Saraswati, I feel like you're also amazing because you have this very creative spirit. Saraswati is the goddess of creativity and intuition and insight, okay? So I feel like you have like this endless river of flowing inspiration that comes to you. And you may even be someone who likes art or does art. You may even like participate musically or dance, or you like literature or something like that. I just feel like you're a very artistic and creative individual as well, and people think you're amazing because of this. And another way that you're amazing in Bhakti is that you are very devoted. Once you commit yourself to something, you are a very devoted individual, and you did pick Capricorn energy. So it's like you, when you decide something, you are going to put 110% into it, and people really notice this about you, and that is so beautiful. Even when it comes to deep things like transforming your energy, you really commit to those things, and that is just amazing. Yeah, I see you being so committed, like somebody who is, you know, willing to put in the time and the effort to learn an instrument or to practice a craft of some type. And I feel like you're also very genuinely interested in people. Like, you just, or you come off this way, like, just because you're just such a nice and peaceful, wonderful person, you really focus in on them and you make them the focus of the conversation. You don't try to take over the conversation. You're very good at exchange of the conversation. And that's beautiful. All right. So we're going to look into these yoga poses here, and just really what we're just looking at is for me to intuit these cards and look at the little lines on them, what they say. Okay, so we got a breathwork card. So sounding breath, I am at peace, all is well in my world. Yeah, there you go. Again, you're just such a beautiful, peaceful energy to be around. And like I said about, you know, the sound coming out of your mouth, like, or just maybe even the sound that you make with an instrument or something. I feel like there's just something really amazing about your voice and the way that you orate. People really like being around you, and I just feel like you are such a useful, helpful person in the world. You know, somebody, we need more people like you in the world. Okay. And then we have this pose here, half lotus or locust, sorry. My approach to life is calm, confident, and focused. Yes, see, you're very focused in on people. And it's probably because you just have this very innate ability to create more confidence in yourself. You may have even cultivated this by yourself, or maybe you had a parent or a strong mentor that guided you on your journey and was able to build that confidence in you. And that's so beautiful. And then we're going to look at these yoga poses just for more chakras, to get some more intuiting here. All right, so we got the third eye chakra. There's that intuitive energy. And here again, yes, you are just a very intuitive person. Yeah. So amazing and expansive. You probably have done a lot of work on expanding that third eye within. You may even eat for decalcifying your third eye as well. Yeah, you're just really, really intuitive. I feel like also just you can kind of read the emotions of people that are around you. You're really good at seeing through the possibilities of someone. I'm also hearing that you could even be kind of a cheerleader to people, really pumping them up because you see what is truly within their soul. So nice. All right, and then let's get you some messages from the tarot here. What are some other ways that those that selected group, one, are so amazing? All right. How is group one so amazing? Okay, you are amazing because you follow your inner guidance. You really know which way to go. You know how to choose the right direction and follow your path. We'd already kind of discussed that a little bit, but this card is just illuminating that even further. Okay, and then the Five of Wands reversed. I really feel like you are definitely someone who like to avoid conflict. You're not somebody who likes a lot of confrontation. You like to keep the peace. Again, you definitely like to keep things peaceful. And if you see things escalating to a point, you are the peacekeeper. You're the one that comes in the middle and is like, hey, can't we all just get along? I just feel like you're that very peaceful soul that just is the one that's like, hey, let's just keep everything chill, everybody. That's so nice. Yeah, we definitely need more peacekeepers in the world. Yes, and you are so amazing because like I said in the beginning, you would make an amazing partner. You probably have lots of soulmates and connections in this lifetime. And there's just so much beauty that flows through you. I just see you as a very colorful, intuitive, very blessed individual. Wow. Yeah, you are very amazing. And then the Two of Swords, you're also able to see things with your intellect and your intuition at the same time, and you can balance out your emotions as well. You don't just see people on surface value either. You look deeper into people. You're able to see all sides of people. And the Two of Pentacles. So with these 3 2, so 2 2 2, you are just such a great person to be around. I feel like maybe even that might be your sign, 2 2. You might be seeing that a lot lately. And that's showing me that you need to really take stock of the fact that you are such a great individual to be around other people. You could make a great partner, a great friend, a great lover. I also see that you would be a great companion to go on some kind of a trip or adventure with. Yeah. Because anything that you could encounter, you would make the best of it. I love that. All right. And on the bottom of the deck, you're a great collaborator as well. And you take criticism from other people really well. Like when you're doing your craft or you're working on your skill, you can take the advice of another person and transform that into something that is going to be beneficial for everyone. And that's so great about you. All right. Okay, so let's do this, of course, first. So the sacred lotus says compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So that's what, and that really goes with everything. I mean, I don't know if I said you were compassionate, but that really goes along with everything else. I just feel like people are really drawn to you. So compassion in action. I really feel that with this Two of Pentacles here. So you choose very wisely. You use the tools the best at your disposal here, okay? And that lotus energy, sacred lotus, is showing me that there's so many layers to you. If someone really gets to know you, you're a very exciting person to know. Like I said in the beginning, you could be very colorful. Your expressions could be colorful. Even your outfits could be colorful. And I just feel like there's just so many layers to you sometimes that to get to know you could be fast because you are such a sweet soul, but at the same time, to really get down to all those layers, it might take a lot of time, and you just keep people interested in you, and that's so beautiful. You really are a jewel, okay? Well, that is all I have for you today. That's how freaking amazing you are, okay? You are the best. I'm really looking at this like, wow, you know, I wish I knew you on some level. But yeah, if you'd like to see me again, I do this twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. I upload at 6 p.m. Central Time. All right, thanks guys, bye. Hello to those of you who chose this doorway here, this beautiful open doorway, and we are discussing today how amazing you are, okay? We're looking at all your very amazing qualities, and you picked also this Virgo energy, so you don't have to be a Virgo. It's just a way for you to choose another option. So we will be looking at this at the end, but first we're going to start with animal spirits, and we're asking, why are those that chose this group so freaking amazing, okay? So animal spirits, could you give us a hand here in this? And why are they so amazing? Okay. Giraffe spirit. Okay, see the big picture. Well, it says it right there. You are so amazing because you are able to see the big picture in things. You don't just look at things from a narrow perspective or one-sided. You see the whole of everything. You're able to really look at all the angles and everything, and that is also just something that's so amazing about you. And the Virgo energy, I feel, you know, that's very detail-oriented energy. You don't have to be a Virgo, but you have a very detailed energy about you, I feel. And that's why you can see things from this angle that's like, I don't just see this thing or that thing, I see all the things. So that is why you're so amazing. All right. You also might be very tall, okay? I feel like if you're a very tall person, you know, maybe that is, you might be leggy, you know, or you have like that beautiful long model-esque neck, okay? That I wish I had. All right, and then what is another way you're amazing? Owl spirit, number 43, you see clearly. Okay, well, if the owl spirit has taught anybody anything, what is it that we always associate them with? Wisdom, okay? So you are a very wise person, another amazing quality about you, and you're able to see past all the clutter, all the confusion. Maybe if sometimes some people say something about a certain individual, you like to look deeper into that, and you don't judge someone by someone gossiping about another person, okay? That's why you're so amazing. And horse spirit, number 33, freedom is yours. You are also such a free spirit, okay? I think you might even be somebody who likes to run and be in wide open spaces. You're in somebody who doesn't like to be completely tied down, and everybody wants to, you know, be around you because you just have this freedom-like energy. Even if you are with a partner or something like that, you find your ways to find your freedom, and that's what's so amazing about you. They love this about you, and a lot of people like this about you. And number 14, the chameleon spirit, act as if. Okay, so another way you're so amazing is you're really good at blending in, like put you in any scenario, you can blend in with people. Like let's say there's any topics that come up. You're very wise. You know a lot about a lot of different topics and you can just easily blend in with the conversation. I feel also just your look. Your look might also be just like maybe even very original, but you also have this quality to you that like it blends in with people and your surroundings, to the fact that you look like, I'm seeing like the model neck. I'm seeing you kind of maybe even being, those that chose this group might be very attractive, you know, they might have something about them that's very eye-catching. And I also hear like you watch the steps that you take. You're a very cautious individual. And that's another thing that's amazing about you, because you don't like to get yourself in a lot of sticky situations. I just feel like you're very wise, you make wise moves, and you see the big picture. You are an amazing individual for this. So let's get you some more cards here. Oh, all right. So other ways that you are amazing is that commitment, give what you can. Yes, you're a very giving, committed person. Once you devote yourself, devotion, deeply attached. Yeah, and then thankfulness, acknowledge what is good. And then melancholia, keep going. Yes, I feel like anytime you ever get down in the dumps, there's just this optimistic, I feel like there's this little optimistic angel on your shoulder being like, okay, well, but at least we have this, and at least things are like this. I just feel like there can never really be a dull moment with you. There's just always a moment for you to see things in a brighter way. And you're very grateful for your life. You're grateful for all that you have, especially those that you're devoted to, that you commit yourself to. And I also feel like you have a very determined spirit. When you take things on, you really go for the gusto. You just go all in. That's so beautiful. I also feel with these chakra points, it's like you have a lot of energy that shows people that you're confident in what you do. And when you attach yourself to things, you do this in a very beautiful way, by just being somebody who allows others to have their own freedom as well. Yeah. So nice. All right, let's look at these cards here. Get a message. Right, how are they amazing? Parvati. Ooh, yes. And then there is the sacral chakra and Dharma. Nice. So another way that you are so amazing in this card, Parvati, is that you are just a lover. Okay, you just love like nobody's business. And she is also the goddess of devotion here. We have this card coming through, commitment, devotion. I feel like these go hand in hand. And when we can do that, it's because we have been so grateful for what we have. And then things just take to another level, because you're just such an amazing person to be around. I feel like you're also just easy to love. You're the kind of person that would have no trouble at all finding a partner. So another way in the sacral chakra that you're so amazing is you're a good connection to have. I feel like also you're amazing because you're probably amazing in bed, okay? I feel that. And maybe also you're amazing because the connections that you do have, you honor those, like your sacred womb energy. You know, I just feel like you hold them close to you, you nurture them, you're very loving. And then with Dharma, I feel like you're also amazing because you know what your purpose is. You know how to walk your path. You know how to be in service to others. And this is why you're so amazing. Okay. All right. And then these cards, we're just going to look at the poses, and I'm going to intuit a little bit, and then we're going to read the line on there as well. right, so we have knee hug. All right, this one doesn't really have a saying on there, but in this, I'm just going to interpret that as hug. You are a great hugger. You're amazing at hugs, okay? And then this card here, we have Firefly Meditation. Be with me and help me to emanate light as naturally and effortlessly as you do. Ooh, I feel like I'm saying that to you. Like, teach me how to emanate light as effortlessly as you do. Because I definitely can get into this energy, okay? I'm a sponge sometimes for energy, but I just feel like also Firefly is giving me that energy that's like this. You have this light to you. Maybe you also have like a very big glow behind your eyes. You know, when you really like something and you look at someone in the eyes, they can really feel your energy, and that is another amazing quality about you. And in these cards, we're just going to look at the chakras. That's another way that those at selected group 2 so amazing. Okay, so we have tortoise pose. Okay, with the tortoise also, I feel like, well, who doesn't love turtles, right? They're so freaking cute. So I feel like you're also just really cute. And you also take your time with people. You let people, you know, explain their story. You listen to people very well. And I'm feeling like with this heart chakra, you open up your heart to people. You're a very loving individual who's not afraid of love. Like, some people can really close themselves off, not you. You're amazing because you open up that heart chakra and you let everyone in despite their flaws. You just love like nobody's business, and that is so beautiful. And then we have another here with the sacral chakra, okay? And I'm not going to pronounce that, but this is pigeon pose. You're also just amazing at I feel like being able to mingle with the common people, okay? If you think about a pigeon, I feel like pigeons, you know, you can just walk down the street in the city and a pigeon just like walking with you. Like, they can just mingle amongst people and just feel, you know, at home. Like I was saying right here, like you could really blend into a group and like whatever that is. And that makes me, even if you're somebody who has a lot of money or a lot of status, you're just a very down-to-earth individual that is good at connecting with other people. And that is another quality that is beautiful. All right, now we're going to clear this so we can get some tarot in on this as well. So why is group 2 so amazing? Tell us more. All right, well, there, we already discussed a little bit of that. You are amazing at transforming. I also feel like you might even really deeply understand the principles of reincarnation and how all the energy flows in a way that you can't totally describe or talk about, but it really, that's why I feel like you're so amazing, because it's like you know things that you can't really explain, but that is evident in your energy. So it's like you just kind of go through life very flowy, and people just love being around you because you just have this almost very powerful energy about you. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So I feel like sometimes you can be very quick in movement. Like sometimes, you know how people they can be very slow, and when it comes to things, I feel like sometimes when you make up your mind and you devote yourself to something, you go for it. You really get going. I also feel like you maybe even attract people into your energy who really like conversation with you. You can really keep a conversation going. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, I just feel like you are the kind of person that really goes with the cycles of life. You really understand that there is an ebb and a flow to life. And people just find this intoxicating about you. I feel they might even not know how to put it into words. You just may seem like a very fortunate individual, okay? Like you have a horseshoe up your butt, you're very lucky. Okay, and the Tower, and you're really amazing because you're able to deal with situations when they come, even if they're shocking situations. You have this amazing ability to just really go with the flow. It's funny, I just saw this squirrel take this trust leap out of the tree to go to another tree, and then I saw this squirrel right here. So I feel like you really trust your body as well. You trust the energy and you really flow with it. Like I see her having a lot of balance up here on this wheel. You maybe just be somebody who actually physically is a very balanced person. You have a lot of poise and you're just very elegant. But yeah, also I just feel like when there's change coming, you are able to deal with change. And if there's shocking events and things, this is telling me how you know how to tell a good story and you keep people very interested in you. And then we have the Five of Pentacles. I also feel like you're very amazing because you know the quality of a good friend. You are able to see the beauty in everyone and everything despite their status. I would already talked about that a little bit, but I feel like if somebody is poor, you are very giving to that person, or you really lift someone up when they're down in the dumps. And if you have any self-esteem issues along the way, you find ways to deal with that. You have the keys to opening up many doors for yourself because you are this amazing individual that sees the various options in the situation. And that is another quality that is amazing about you. All right, so let's go ahead and read your doorway here. So this doorway is giving me many levels of openness. Okay, so you're open in many different levels, and that is a very rare quality to have, and I want to congratulate you for that. Okay. And then it says passages, spiritual signs and inclination. You're walking through passages of your transformation. Yes. I saw those butterflies too on this card here. I just feel like you're also good at transitioning into phases of your life. Like you have this deep understanding. Yeah, I just feel like you have a good intuition for being around people. And you really, like I said here, you know how to walk your own path. And so it's like, not only are you good at connecting with people, but you're also good at going out on your own and doing amazing things on your own. You're not afraid of that. You're open to, I feel like even strangers maybe even just come and talk to you out of the blue because you just have this light about you that makes people know that you're a safe person to talk to. That's beautiful. Well, that is all I have for you, amazing soul. Thank you so much for joining me in this energy today. And if you'd like to see me again, I post twice a week, Tuesday and Saturday, 6 p.m. Central Time is when I upload. All right. Well, thank you so much again. All right. Bye-bye. Hello to those of you who chose this doorway on the Pisces. How are you so amazing? That is what this reading is all about. And already I'm seeing that you are very just open, intuitive individual, and you can really go with the flow as far as conversation. You don't have to be a Pisces, but yeah, you really go with the flow of conversation. And this is showing me you have a lot of light that comes out of you. You just have a lot of radiant energy. We will get to that at the end. But first we're going to ask the animal spirits, how is that selected group 3 so amazing? Okay. I also feel like you find prosperity in every avenue that you search down. That's another thing that came to my mind. All right, the bee spirit wants to come through with sweet results await. So right away, I already feel like you're a diligent worker. That is what makes you so amazing. You work well with a team. You work well with, I also just feel with feminine energy, regardless of your gender. You are good at working as a cog in the machine, if you will. You know, you're really good at being, you know, someone who gets results quickly out of things that you want to see results in. And you might also just be very sweet and kind, okay? And then the butterfly spirit, number 11, transformation is beautiful. So with this card, I just maybe feel like you are a beautiful person, okay? Why you're so amazing is that you are very attractive, okay? And even if you may not think you're conventionally attractive, there is just something about you, okay? There's something about that person, and that person is amazing. People just want to get connected with you in some way, okay? So also you really embrace change in a beautiful way. If you're going through something, you eventually know that it's going to lead to something beautiful, and you understand this quality about yourself. Okay, then we have number 18 with Deer Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Okay, oh, I just feel like being quiet. So I feel like also you are so amazing because you are such a gentle, sweet heart, okay? You really know how to nurture individuals around you, okay? You know how to calm your energy and be a source of calm energy for people around you. Oh, that's so nice. And then another way that you're so amazing, again, here we go. I really feel that those of you that are watching this, you're so amazing because you're probably smoking hot in some kind of way, okay? And number 27, the fox spirit, you think on your feet. So I feel like you have a very quick, clever mind, okay? You're good at getting yourself out of situations that may not be the best for you. You're like, oh, I'm out. Or you're just good at really finding opportunities in life as well. It's so nice. So let's go ahead and look at more energy here with these mudras. How are other ways that those who selected group 3 so freaking amazing? Okay. So we have security, in good hands. So another way that you're amazing is that people feel very safe around you, okay? You are a safe bet to be around. You make people feel secure with themselves. You're probably a very good friend, a very protective friend. And the upper hand, keep cool. Yeah, you keep very cool in situations of change. And I just feel like you're definitely someone that some people would come to for advice. That Pisces energy is also coming through to kind of show me that you are somebody who could guide someone through a tough situation. You might be the voice of reason within a chaos of someone's mind. And then this one here, patient, I can wait. So you're very good at being patient. You just, I feel like with this heart chakra energy, you're just a very open-hearted individual. And I feel like you know how to self-preserve yourself when necessary. Okay, you just don't give your energy out to every energy vampire. You are someone who knows how to be selective in that regard, but also you're just very open, giving, and patient. So that really goes well with the gentleness in this card. And then this one here, connectedness, I belong. So with all this green energy, I just feel like your heart is very open to communication and just loving everyone and everyone, you know, despite who they are. Even if there's somebody who's having a hard time in life or they have negative energy, I just feel like you are somebody who is just so open and wonderful, and you have that radiant light that comes out from your soul. And you may even have very beautiful eyes as well here with these glowing eyes. You may have just like this glow to your eyes, and you connect well with people. When you do want to connect your energy, you're very present and aware, and you're just there in the conversation. You're not looking at your phone while you're talking to people or dismissing what they have to say. You're very tuned in, and that's wonderful about you. All right, so let's look at some of these cards here in the yoga deck. All right, we have Ganesha, We have Tantra. And we have Satya. Yes. So another way that you're so amazing is you are able to not look at things like they are blocks in your way. You're always going to find your way around something. You're very, very clever. And I feel that sometimes when you feel like your energy is blocked, you just add more gratitude on it. Like you're just icing the cake of life, you know? And in Tantra, I feel that you are very just dynamic person, okay? You are able to just liberate your energy and really feel your balance of masculine and feminine. You have a good balance to you as well. And, you know, regardless of if you're a man or a woman watching this, I just feel like there is this great balance that you have between doing and receiving. And that is another amazing quality that people find very magnetic about you. And then another amazing, very, very special quality that is about you is that you are a very truthful person, okay? At all costs, you try to be as truthful as possible, maybe even to a default, but you see the value in that because you have this integrity deep within you. And you just, I'm seeing that you just have, since your heart is so open, you're really such a good at balancing out your karma and your connections with other people. And that's why you don't really get blocked very easily. I feel like if you were ever a creative individual, you want to take on some creative energy, you're very good at getting past a creative block because you can be very imaginative and also just filled with inspiration. All right, then we're going to take a look at these poses here and just intuit them and maybe read the message off of them too. So we have Suffy Mother's Breath. I breathe easily knowing that I am safe and secure. Yes. So I feel like with safe and secure, it's almost like you just really trust the universe to make the best decisions on your behalf. You're also very good at following your higher self and your guides so that you always make the best intuitive decision for you. And we have Kneeling Lunge here. My actions are purposeful and my thoughts are clear. Yes. See, I think that's another reason why you don't get blocked and you're a very honest individual is because you know that with every step you take, it is done with purpose. And when we can walk with purpose, the road clears and makes way for us to be able to live that purpose. And that is so amazing about you. All right. And then these are just going to be for chakras. Okay, we have plank pose with the solar plexus chakra. And we have lotus pose with the root chakra. I feel like you are very amazing because you're able to turn situations of the past into very positive stories for you, okay? You're good at also just taking the energy of, like, let's say your ancestors or your grandparents or the stories that are of the past. You're also probably, even if you were raised in an environment that was not good for you, you have rewritten your story and reprogrammed your energy so well that you're able to walk with confidence because of how much you've trusted in yourself and your higher self, okay? I just feel so great in this energy. This is amazing. Yeah, that walking with purpose. I feel like you're very grounded as well. And there's a lot of different layers to you that just tell me that you're a stand-up individual. You're somebody who really stands for truth and love in the world, and that is what's so amazing about you. Wow. All right. And let's get you some tarot here. Tell us some more information about those that selected group 3, how amazing they are. Thank you, Spirit. All right, 10 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Wands. All right, well, right away, I feel, and the King of Swords on the bottom of the deck, right away, I feel you're very intelligent, okay? You're so intelligent that this is a very attractive quality about you, okay? I feel it like in the Page of Pentacles, you are so amazing at starting out from scratch and really making something of a situation, or even like a work situation with the bee. You're just a self-starter, okay? And then you're also very amazing is because you know how to see past things, and like it said before, we got that card of something about transformation. I just feel like you're the butterfly. That's right. So yeah, you get in this energy and you're very calm with the ability to accept that there is something has ended and you're ready to walk away into the new energy. This is another amazing quality about you, because some people take this very hard, okay? And when you feel like you have been wronged or something like that, you go inward and you find the answers. And this is another thing that's amazing about you. So another quality is that you may be a very good lover, okay, with that energy that I'm seeing here. And also just making the right choices in your life. You know, you make amazing choices. Like even if you feel like you've made the wrong choice, there is something within that choice that leads to something that is beautiful for you. And then you're also stand up for yourself. I feel like you're somebody who really acknowledges that they know what's right for them, and they're gonna stand up for themselves. And you take your intuition to another level when it comes to that. Like you're not gonna be somebody who's walked all over, okay? You learn from your mistakes and then you take that to the next level, but you don't do it in a way that is disruptive to anybody's energy. You just go with the flow. And you're also really good at listening to your spiritual advice and your spirit team. And also, lastly, here with the Four of Wands, people just want to celebrate with you, okay? I also feel like you're just a very balanced, grounded individual who really finds fun in everything that you do. I feel like maybe there is celebrations that you go to, or I'm seeing you at like Burning Man or Coachella, and people just love to hang out with you. You have this amazing flowy energy and people just love to be around you. So that is so cool. All right, so let's look into your doorway here. Like this is kind of the doorway to some kind of temple. We have snow here. I feel like you're also amazing because you embrace all the seasons. Yeah. You shine your light no matter what. Even if you're around cold, unloving individuals, your heart is so open and pure that you just radiate your light, and it probably changes a lot of people's energy, and that's beautiful. So we have change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So with that transformation card and all this energy, you know, I'm not here to tell, you know, your future. We're just here to talk about things being amazing. But I feel that you really embrace change. We had already really discussed that. And, you know, not everyone is good at doing that. You really go with the flow. And that is just an amazing quality about you. You're good at shifting. If you feel like you need to walk down a different path, you take that in and you're like, okay, all right, I trust. Let's just go. And that is what's so amazing about you. So that is all I have for you today. Thank you so very much for bringing in your wonderful energy into this reading today. And if you would like to see me again, I do this every Tuesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time I upload. All right. Thank you, amazing, beautiful soul. Bye-bye.